Hello everyone, it's Queen V and I'm back to you with another video. This video pertains to the unfortunate attack on 16-year-old Ralph Yarl of Kansas City, which occurred last week. Before I begin my commentary, I would like to send my continued support to the Yarl family and to the Kansas City community during this difficult time. I cannot begin to imagine what this family and this community is currently facing. So let's dive right in. Last week, Ralph Yarl was supposed to pick up his twin siblings on 115th Terrace. Instead, he went to an address on 115th Street. The address he went to belonged to Andrew D. Lester. When Ralph Yarl went to Andrew D. Lester's residence and rang the doorbell, Lester touched Ralph Yarl 2 times. It is because of the community and the public at large, which screamed on the top of their lungs for the prosecutor to do something. We have moved forward in charges, which include assault in the first degree and armed criminal action. The assault charge carries a maximum penalty of life in prison. A warrant has been filed in the arrest of Andrew D. Lester, and bond has been set for $200,000. Prosecutor Zachary Thompson, however, stated that he did not bring hate crime charges in the case because they carry a lower range of punishment in Missouri than the 2 felony counts. He did state that there was a racial component to this case. But from my vantage point, it looks like a hate crime. It detects as a hate crime due to the fact that this child is 16 and is a black child. And let us be honest, had this been a white child who had went to the wrong address, this white child would have been able to walk away without any injuries, find the right address, reuniting with their siblings, went home, and we would not be having this controversy of a child being injured because they rang the doorbell at the wrong residence. While court documents state that once officers arrived at Lester's home, they could see the front storm door glass shattered with Lester standing inside the home. Lester provided a written approval for authorities to search the home. In an interview with authorities, Lester stated that he just lay down in bed when he heard the doorbell ring. He went on to state he picked up his weapon before responding to answering the door. Lester stated that the front door of his home consisted of an interior main door and exterior glass storm door, both of which were locked according to court documents. Lester stated he opened the interior door and saw a black man pulling on the exterior storm door handle. Lester said he believed someone was attempting to break into the house and shot twice within seconds of opening the door. Court documents also state that Ralph Yarl, the child, told Lester, the 85-year-old man, "Don't come around here," following the unfortunate incident. Ralph Yarl went to multiple homes asking for help and telling people to call authorities, who arrived shortly after. He suffered a gunshot wound in the left forehead and right arm. Family confirmed that Yarl was out of the hospital on Monday. It should also be noted that Missouri is also a stand your ground state, which removes the duty to retreat before using deadly force in defense of self or others in any place a person has a right to be. Furthermore, Missouri law allows a person to be held up for 24 hours for a felony investigation. The individual can be released or arrested and officially charged. In the case of Andrew D. Lester, hours after this unfortunate incident was released. Once again, if it was not for the people of Kansas City and the public at large using their voices on social media in addition to protesting at Lester's home on Sunday, we would not be seeing charges today. The people of Kansas City knew that this was wrong and knew that this could have been any of their child who unfortunately rang the wrong doorbell and could unfortunately meet the same fate or worse than Ralph Yarl, who is a child. Ralph Yarl is a 16-year-old child, not a man. Now you will watch this brief news clip of the protests prior to charges being brought against Lester, and I will be back with more commentary.
Ralph will feel a lot of love because this is a lot of people. It's amazing.
Black lives are under attack. What do you do? Stand up, fight back.
Nearly 1,000 people walking the streets here in the Northland in support of 16-year-old Ralph Yarl. Ralph, a typical high schooler with a love of music, but keeps a low profile.
Ralph is quiet. He loves to play video games, play the saxophone, and he's just a good kid, smart kid,
On Thursday night, police initially said he went to pick up his siblings, but mixed up the addresses. He intended to go to Northeast 115th Terrace, but went to Northeast 115th Street. That's when the homeowner shot Ralph. According to his family, he was shot twice, including once in the head. Police would not confirm how many times or where he was shot. That night, the homeowner was taken in for questioning. He was released pending further investigation.
In this case, the prosecutor requires more information from investigators that would take more than 24 hours to compile.
Chief Graves, in that press conference Sunday with Mayor Quinton Lucas and the Clay County prosecutor, said that she is listening and understands the cries from this community.
We want the community to know that we are committed to justice in this case and every case, and work every day to seek that justice for all victims of all crimes.
Cries from a father who is still trying to wrap his head around having his junior fighting for his life.
It's scary because we could have been talking about losing him. We just want justice. Ralph is a good kid. He doesn't deserve what's happening to him.
And from a group of people who not only feel the pain this family feels, but express the idea that that could have been their kid who got an address mixed up.
This is important as this could be anybody's child. So, with all these people out here, you can see that they feel this too. This could be their child. This could be their son or their daughter.
And sometimes you go to a wrong address. I know you do. Yeah. And you should never, ever have to worry that your life will be taken.
For now, the Yarl family says they're grateful for the support while they wrap healing arms around a teen in an unexpected battle.
I give all these people into your hands, oh God.
And very clear and concise what they want from the law.
Our message for the prosecutor, we want charges. That's what we want. If he goes free, the next black kid that's gonna ring that doorbell could get shot again.
While I am happy that Ralph Yarl is in good spirits, I am saddened that our children are continuously being treated as adults in society. This incident could have been avoided in so many ways. Going to someone's address by mistake does happen. It happens to the best of us, even with our phones and GPS access. It does not give anyone the right to use a weapon against a child because they feel that they have the authority and the law on their side to use certain things against minors. I've said this before and I will say it again. The adultification of black children does have a tragic and unfortunate toll on the child. Now you will watch this brief flashback and I will be back with my final commentary. Once again, the adultification of black children does have serious consequences, as our children may suffer from PTSD, anxiety, and other forms of developments moving forward. While this story continues to inspire others, we must be mindful that the adultification of black children unfortunately does have a tragic scar on our communities, as children, particularly our children, are not seen as children and teenagers, but are seen as adults. If we do not speak up for our children, we will continue to see the repeated cycle of our children being treated as adults. Sending Ralph Yarl, his family, and the community of Kansas City healing energy during this difficult time. Once again, our children need to be seen as children and not as adults. It is time that we address the biases that we see against our children, preteens, and teenagers. They deserve the very best, and they deserve to have a childhood as normal as everyone's child. It is the duty of us, the people, the public, to ensure that our children are safe once they walk out that door. Say their names, known and unknown. Protect black children. Justice for Ralph Yarl. I thank you for watching. And as always, please be safe out here, and I will see you in the next video.